Hello, welcome to my practice. Let's begin seated on the knees. Just bringing a conscious awareness to the breath. Just recognizing that yes, you are here. Beginning to become attuned with your body's senses as you fill your body up with your breath. Just bringing that awareness in. Just preparing yourself for movement and also exploration of finding something new within your body that maybe before you had not noticed you were capable of. And with one more inhale, we're going to reach up to the sky. Just gentle twist, open up to the right side, left hand on the right knee. Just pressing yourself into that twist and just opening up to your side, reaching up through the crown of the head. And then inhale, hands back to the sky. Exhale, right hand to left knee, twisting open to the left side. Inhale, back up to the sky. Interlace fingers, flip the palms up. Reach to the sky with the palms. Bring your rib cage in a little bit. Suck it in. Exhale, palms drop down in front of you. Inhale, bring them to the chest into prayer. Exhale, palms come to the side. Reach up and over to the left side. Right palm comes over the top. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, over to the left side. Palms down to the right side of the mat. Inhale, back to center, reaching to the sky with the inhale. Exhale, palms to the chest into prayer. Give yourself one more inhale and big exhale. Breathe it out. Awesome. You're going to come over in a tabletop. Reach left leg back. Stretch it out, just rocking forward and back on the palms. Stretching out that left calf, shooting through the heel. Switching legs, left knee down, right leg shoots back. Also just be gentle on the wrist, you're still warming them up right now. Just bringing a little bit more awareness into those joints. Just so they're nice and flexing, getting ready to use for strength. Drop the left knee down, flip the palms around. Fingers facing the back of the mat. We're going to sit back a little bit. And then rock forward and back. Trying to keep the palms down on the mat as you reach back and just stretching out the forearms and those wrists. Awesome. Gonna sit back up onto the heels. Shake out the hands back in the tabletop. We're gonna reach left leg back, right leg back. Plank pose. Give yourself an inhale. Exhale, knees drop down back into child's pose. The exhale. Reaching forward to the top of the mat. Give yourself another inhale here. Exhale. We're going to come back up. Tabletop. Reach back. Plank pose. Inhale. Exhale. Lowering down into the belly. We're going to inhale into Cobra. Top of the feet on the mat. Reaching with a slight arch in the back and through the head. Exhale, lowering the chest down, coming up into plank, maybe you leaving the knees down on the mat, and back to child's pose. We're going to inhale back up onto tabletop. You could stay on the knees or go back into plank pose. Exhale, lowering down. Cobra pose, top of the feet on the mat. Inhale, slight arch to the back. Exhale, chest lowers down. Either come up into plank or come up with the knees down. Inhale, exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, coming back into tabletop. We're going to reach the left leg back, parallel with the mat. Right arm goes forward. We're coming to sunbird. I like to look down at the mat and just stretch out through the top of the head, as if I'm also stretching like a hook from the back, top of my head, and it's being pulled out forward. Exhale, hand knee back down, switching sides, right leg parallel with the mat. Left arm goes forward, stretch it through. Get that length. Feel that breath. And exhale, hand and knee go down, child's pose. Inhale, back to tabletop. Possibly plank pose if you want to push your limits a little bit. Exhale, chaturanga. Come up into cobra. Exhale, coming back up into plank, maybe with the knees down. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, coming back into tabletop. Right leg shoots back sideways. We're going to come into side plank. Left hand down, right arm straight up to the sky. And check in with the wrist. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, you can shoot with the left leg back. But remember, if your wrist is a little bit cold right now, not super warmed up, doesn't want to take a lot of strength. Right arm reaches to the front of the mat, reaches out of the top. Press down on the right blade of the right foot. Give yourself an inhale here. Exhale, right palm to the mat, tabletop. Exhale, inhale on tabletop. Reaching the chest forward and the belly button goes down. Exhale into child's pose, reaching through the hands to the top of the mat. Inhale in the child's, exhale, come back up into tabletop. Left leg goes back to side plank on the right side. Open that left hand to the sky. Reach through the crown, press through the blade of the left foot. Strengthening the core, maybe take a little weight off the hand. Reach to the front of the mat, over the head. Exhale, left hand goes down to the mat. Right leg goes back into plank. You could always keep the knees down. Give an inhale in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You could stay in cobra or inhale into your first up dog. And exhale, we go into downward facing dog. Awesome. Stretch through those calves. Maybe put a slight bend in the knees if needed, if you're still waking your legs up. Giving the energy into them. You know, it takes time to wake up your body and just allow it to be able to be open to what you want to use it for. Be patient. Bring that awareness into the tight places. One more inhale. Exhale, ripple forward into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward or cobra. Exhale, back to downward. Awesome. Still maybe pedal out the feet a little bit here. Just warming up the legs, getting the upper body stretched out as well. Pressing into those palms, the index finger pad as well. Gonna give it one more inhale here. Ripple forward into plank. And flip over onto the left foot as we open up into side plank on the left side. You can always drop that knee if your wrist is feeling a little bit sore. Reach to the front of the mat. Reach through the crown and exhale, drop the wrist down. Inhale in the plank. Exhale, chaturanga, upward or cobra with the inhale. Exhale, downward facing or child's pose. Give yourself an inhale there and exhale, ripple forward. Yes, we're going to stay in plank for one breath. And exhale, knife edge of right foot as we side plank it on the right side. Reach up to the sky with that palm. Be strong in the core. Exhale, reach forward to the front of the mat. Internally rotating that tricep on the left side. And follow it through. Hand drops to the mat. Plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale in here for another breath. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale, left foot shoots to the top of the mat. We're going to drop the right knee down. Low lunge as we reach up to the sky with a big inhale. Exhale, palms down to the mat. Left foot goes back, meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra to the downward facing with the exhale. Switching legs, right foot goes forward, left knee drops, and we inhale, reach up to the sky. Remember to lengthen before you start bending too far back. But do test yourself a little bit and reach a little bit further back. And exhale, palms down to the mat. Right leg shoots back. Inhale in the plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or the cobra. Back to downward facing. Awesome. We're going to reach the left leg back and up, so shoot through that left heel into the sky. Three-legged downward facing dog. And then exhale, push it through, dropping the right knee. Low lunge again on left side as we reach up to the sky. Slight back bend, no pinching. Just a nice curve in that back. Exhale, hands drop down, left leg shoots back. Inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing or cobra. And downward facing. Yeah. Right leg comes up and back now. We shoot through the heel. Exhale, push it through in between the palms. Drop the left knee. Reach up with the hands to the sky. Bending back and reaching up. Palms hit the mat. Right leg goes back. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember, you could always drop the knees or go into child's pose. Exhale, downward facing. Now we're going to inhale once here, and then exhale, walking the hands back towards the feet. We inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, we bend the knees, press through the heels. Reach all the way to the sky as we press down. Could do the slight back bend if needed. Exhale, hands come down to the chest, prayer in front. Inhale, reach palms up to the sky. Exhale, they drop all the way down as we fold forward over the legs. Now let's walk our hands out to the front of the mat into downward facing. Give it an inhale here. Exhale, ripple forward to a plank position. We're going to come onto the left knife edge of the left foot, reaching the right arm up, and we find ourselves in side plank on the left side, reaching through the crown, strengthening the core. Reach up to the front of the mat, right palm, and it drops down to the mat. Inhale in the plank, exhale, goes down, chaturanga, upward facing, down, or chaturanga. Well, and then to downward facing dog. Inhale in the downward facing. Exhale, we walk our hands back into forward fold. Inhale. Flat back, exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees and we reach through the feet again. Up to the sky as we press through those heels. We reach up to the sky. Big inhale, exhale, hands come down to the sides and up to the chest into prayer. Inhaling here, reaching back up to the sky with that big long exhale. We slowly lower down to the ground with the forward fold. Inhale into flat back, and then we walk our hands out into downward facing with that exhale. Inhale here in the down dog. Exhale, we ripple forward into plank. And the right knife edge goes down on the right foot. We open up our side to the left. We find ourselves in side plank on the right side. Big inhale. Exhale, reach to the front of the mat, up and over the head. And we slowly lower that left palm down as we end up in plank pose. Inhale in the plank and exhale, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Alright, we're going to come back up with the right leg, shoot through that heel, three-legged down dog. As the foot goes between the hands, we come up into crescent. So this is a high lunge on the right side. Find your balance. Maybe close the eyes a little bit. No need though. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. Right leg goes back, downward facing dog. Gonna save ourselves for the chaturanga. Left leg comes back and up to the sky. You press through that heel, shoots back. And then bring it through in between the hands. And we come up, crescent pose on the left side. A big lunge. Maybe slide back bend, test out your balance a little bit. Maybe you're just building some strength. Just remain there for 2. Remain there to build the strength is what I mean to say. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. Left leg shoots back. Exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Back to down dog. Inhale the down dog. We're going to walk the hands back to the feet with the exhale. Inhale to the flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, press through the feet. Reaching up to the sky, slight back bend. And then we come down with the hands to the side with the exhale. Meet in front of our chest in prayer. Awesome. Inhaling there. And exhaling. Inhale, palms come back up to the sky. We exhale, lower down to the forward fold. So we walk our hands out slowly to the front of the mat. Plank pose. Inhale in the plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. Or the cobra. Downward dog. Awesome. Left leg goes back just for a moment, and then we threw it through between the hands. Coming up into warrior 1 as the right heel drops down to the mat. We're going to open up into warrior 2. We're finding warrior 2 for a moment. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Just find the strength first. And then maybe closing the eyes just for a moment, just to see where you're at with that balance. Maybe closing just one eye. Just testing yourself out here, just exploring something new maybe. Open the eyes, straighten that left leg, reach up to the sky. We're going to come over, we're going to bring the right heel up towards the sky, bending the left knee at the same time, crescent pose. Inhale, reach back up to the sky, and exhale, palms come down to the mat. Left leg shoots back, exhale, downward facing dog. Right on. Now we're going to do the same on the right side. So the right leg comes up just for a moment as it comes through, plants in between the right hands, dropping the left heel down. We come up into warrior 1. Big inhale and exhale into that warrior 2. Reaching through the hands, keeping the legs strong and planted. Feeling your strength and your balance there. Looking out over that right hand. And this is the moment for you to just close your eyes, maybe just for a second or two. Just to see what it feels like to have that faith that your legs are going to hold you up. That you're going to stay grounded, even if you can't see what's around you. Awesome. One more inhale, exhale, flipping the left heel up to the sky, bending the right knee, reaching up to the sky. We find ourselves in crescent. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. Right foot goes back into plank. Inhale in the plank, exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Upward facing or cobra. Downward dog. Right on. Give yourself a breath here. Now we're going to walk forward on the exhale to the front of the mat. Inhale into the flat back. Exhale, forward folds. Bending the knees, pressing through those heels. All the way up to the sky we go with our hands. So we exhale, we lower our hands open to the right and the left side and up into a prayer in front of the chest. Good work, awesome. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Kai. Find our hands in front of our chest. Just feeling this moment, just how your body feels. And inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, we lower down into a slight chair just for a moment. Pressing through the heels, lowering the hip creases back. Exhale, lower the hips all the way down to the ground. We're going to scoot ourselves back with our hands. So you reach our legs out in front of us, straight, and then we reach up to the sky. You could have your knees bent if needed. And then we exhale, reach out over those legs. Just as far as you can for now. Just opening yourself up. Allowing yourself to be where you are at. If you want to go further into this stretch, you can just, instead of bending from the spine, try reaching out of the hips. And if that becomes more challenging, maybe instead of reaching from the upper body, try scooting the heels out a little bit further. Maybe that's where you'll find the stretch. Inhale in here, we're going to exhale. Release the feet. Coming up, planting the hands behind us, bending the knees. Inhale, chest comes forward, we open up the chest. And then exhale, press into the heels as we reach up into tabletop, reversed. Inhale there. Exhale, lower the hips closer to the feet or the heels. Dropping the elbows down, we lower slowly onto the back. Reaching the hands up and over the head. Exhale, they come into a goalpost looking arms or maybe a W as the tops of the palms are on the mat or at least pressing down. Exhale, hands cup, arms go into goalposts or a W. Bring in the heels a little bit closer to the butt. As you press into the heels and the feet press into the upper body, and raising the hips up to the sky. Careful to put any weight into your head or neck at this place. Just give yourself an inhale here, maybe even wrapping the hands underneath the body as the fingers intertwine each other. Pressing the knees in towards each other a little bit more and pressing down through those heels. Hips up to the sky a little bit higher. Pressing into those shoulder blades. Maybe raise the hips a little bit higher. And then exhale, lower the hips down to the mat. Arms come up over the head. Big inhale. Exhale back into the W arms. Inhaling here for a breath. Inhaling here for a breath. Exhale, right knee goes over left knee. As you scoot the hips over to the right side, the knees lower over to the left side of the mat. Right arm reaches out to the right side as you look over that right arm. Breathe into that right hip and the right side, and you reach through the crown of the head. Try not to let your knees just fall over to the left side, but maybe keep them up a little bit more just so you could get some more length, and then allowing your body to just open up and then release the knees over a little bit more. Inhaling, coming back up to center. Knees come up together. Inhale, reach up to the sky again or up to the top of the mat, over the head. Exhale, W arms or goal posts. Exhale, left knee goes over right knee as they cross. Scooting the hips over to the left side and then lowering the knees over to the right. They slowly drop, open that left arm up to the left side and just reach through the crown of the head and then twist open over to the left side. Just breathing into that left side body, releasing that tension. Inhale, legs come back up. Hands reach over the head. Exhale, knees come to chest. Wrap our hands up over the legs. Bring them in, chin to knees. Grabbing onto the outsides of the feet, maybe the toes. And then exhale and we come into happy baby. So you reach down with our hips as they touch the mat. Knees open up to the sides of the body. Reach through the crown of the head. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Feet come up straight to the sky with the heels. We're going to get a little bit of core work as we lower the feet down to the mat as slowly as we can. Activating that core. Keeping yourself strong. And then releasing all the way down onto the mat. to a final resting pose, Shavasana. Giving a couple big inhales here. Just allowing your body to be filled back up. Bringing that awareness to yourself again. Just being in that understanding of what you had just done. As the breath slowly begins to calm, so does that awareness. As you release control of the breath, you release control of the awareness of your body, just allowing it to be, allowing it to just take in that healing, allowing itself to be healed, allowing itself to be open, relaxed, allowing yourself to just be at peace. Feel free to stay here if you like. I'd encourage you to do so, as it is very beneficial. I'm going to come up with the legs, roll over to the side, and just push myself up gently. I'm going to close out the practice. Feel free to go as long as you need, listening to your body's needs. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you.